What's good, my family? Welcome back to another video. I was just, I was running some errands. Yo, I know I just turned 23. So. Is running errands, is that like a old people thing to say? 'Cause I'm not in that category yet. We do not have the mics today, so my audio is kind of trash. I don't know. We're gonna see when we edit the video, but it's very windy outside. But it was just put in my heart to come and make this video because I think a lot of people get the wrong idea and mixed up in certain scenarios. But when I come to this place, which y'all know, I'll show you at the end of the video. This is a place that I grew up on, kinda. I used to play baseball here as a kid. Watch my sister and cousins play softball, blah blah blah. But as I got older, I would return to certain places that reminded me of my childhood, kinda. But these places that y'all see in the videos are not just random places. They're good for my mental because it helps me keep a clear mind. And that's what today's short video is going to be about. I'm not going to talk crazy. It's going to be like a different kind of video. Men's mental health awareness. But this video, of course, it goes for everybody. But I'm highlighting men because, hello, I'm a man. But a lot of us coming up from like 18, like once we hit that 18 mark, when people stop like caring about us for real. Once you hit that 18 mark, the world gets a little bit colder, and you gotta deal with life. But once you start paying bills, you gotta deal with life differently than what you're used to. And as a man, I'm speaking from personal experience. 18, 19. When I was 18, 19, I noticed that I was trying to be so tough. And anything that I went through, I would just keep it to myself and ignore it. But then as the years progressed and as things kept on happening, whether that be death, stress from outside things, or like not knowing what I want to do in my life, that was a big part too. I would just keep it all to myself. But I'm coming to y'all. Y'all can't call me Unc. As your friend, your older brother, or any family member besides Unc or Grandpa, because I'm not old, bruh. Chill out. But I'm coming to you with my experience that it's okay to not be okay. I don't have my Bible with me, but I know I'm gonna find it when I get home. But I know that our Savior, Jesus Christ, was weeping when it was coming closer to his death date, not because he was scared, but because he was human and he had emotions, and he has so much more power, and still has so much more power than any of us could ever imagine, and yet he was emotional. So I get there's a time and a place, but whatever anybody tells you, it's okay to not be okay. And either if it's God that you want to talk to, or I don't recommend a therapist, but y'all can, if y'all are rich and y'all got money like that. I don't. But y'all can go talk to them, or you can just find something that helps you rid yourself of all those emotions. Not rid yourself, but like get them out. Because when you keep that stuff bottled in over time, it builds up and it affects how you talk to it affects how you talk to people around you, and it affects how you come off as a person. And a big part of us men not wanting to express ourselves or speak on emotional things is because you feel like when you talk about things you're going through, it's your pride that's like, nah, like I can't talk about this because they're gonna think I'm soft. Like, who cares, bruh? Like, I don't have much friends. I mean, that's by choice, because it's not that and be like, this guy is a loser, a loner. Nah, but my circle is so small because of the simple fact, I'm getting to the point, because of the simple fact that when I had friends or people in my life in the past, and I would express to them how I felt about something. Now this is when you know this is when you know if you have true friends or not, because when I expressed myself to these people, they treated me differently. And that's how us as people, like, we can't think that everybody's gonna be the same, and we have to give everybody at least a chance, because at the end of the day, those people that listen to my issues or whatever, and I wasn't looking for sympathy, empathy, whatever. I was just, expressing myself, and that made me turn a little cold, because I was like, dang, bruh, like, I'm telling you this, and now you're treating me different. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but it's not just about relationships. I'm talking about friendships. I'm talking about family. Like, once you express yourself to them and they treat you a different way, you want to close yourself off, and you're like, nah, I'm not doing that again, because the same thing is going to happen. But what I want y'all to do is, what my rule is, I mean, I have it's not a superpower. It's like, I'm not got an anime video, but it's like,
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I just have a way of realizing when someone has genuine intentions, whether that's a family member or friendship, relationship. I just have discernment. Y'all can go back and watch that video, but I have discernment, like heavy discernment. I thank God that I have discernment, because it only takes barely even a conversation. Like, I can just walk into a room and I'm like, all right, so my circle is small for that reason. But a lot of us, we've been done so wrong in the past. Like, friends turn their back on you. You got lied to. We don't mess with liars, bro. But hey, you got to do what you got to do, I guess. And we close ourselves off, and then when someone has genuine intentions, when someone really wants to be your friend, you're looking at them sideways. You're like, bro, you about to do the same thing. Like, no, relax. Just, I would say, don't approach it that way. But also, we have to have our guard up in a way. But mental health, your mental space. There's been so many situations, either living, working, like, if you're not in an environment where the outside people or outside factors are benefiting you mentally, and they're just dragging you down, being negative, it's gonna affect everything you do. I feel like your mental state or mental health is like number one priority outside of your relationship with God. Like, second one, like, your relationship with God is up here, and then your mental health, because, bro, like, your mental is everything. Everything that goes on in here, it reflects off of who you are as a person. That's facts. So we need to, if you have someone in your life that, like, looks like they're going through something, and that's another thing. Us coming off, old me, I can't say this for him, but within the last few years, I've approached everyone with respect, because you never know what someone's going through in their mental. 80% of the suicides that, well, this is just a random fact that I saw on TikTok. Maybe it's true, but y'all will have to fact check me. But 80% of the suicides that happen are from men. And I think a big reason why this happens is because, for one, they're not, they feel like they're alone, and they feel like they don't have no one to talk to, and they feel like they're lost, or there's that small percentage is because of their relationship, they got cheated on or something. But bruh, man to man or man to little brother, no female in this world is worth you to kill yourself for. That's crazy. And I know you're gonna be like, shut up, bruh. You don't know what you're talking about. I love this girl. Like, bro, this is why we build our relationship with ourselves. So I'm not speaking against females, but I'm talking to y'all men. Like, we gotta stop letting our lives drastically change if something doesn't work out. If one thing doesn't work out, that's because everything happens for a reason. That's because God is preventing something from happening. If you hardened your heart and you lied and you lost what you had, get over it, bro. There's so much more to life. I want to move the camera. Like, I'm just out here, I'm chilling, you know. I go through things still, but there will never, if I have my Bible, right hand on the Bible, I will never try to take my life because of a friendship that didn't work out, a relationship that didn't work out. Because at the end of the day, God brought you in this world for a reason. And when He has someone for you, they're not going to put themselves in a position to lose you, first of all, and they're also not going to put themselves in a position to make you feel like you want to, hurt yourself. I don't know what YouTube is going to yellow mark me. But so that was the highlight of this video. If you are not sure, or if you feel like you don't have no one to talk to, and I don't care if people call us crazy. Like, if anything comes down to it, you can talk to yourself, bro. Like, don't be out in public, like, saying crazy stuff. But like right now, I'm out in nature. I mean, there's a baseball field here. Even if it was rainy, yeah, I didn't see that. If it was rainy, I'll be in my car listening to music, or I'll go home. Find something to keep your mind clear. And even if you have to sit in silence, you have to be okay with that. I feel like a quote that my dad always used to say is, silence is more powerful than the loudest form of disrespect or something. But I was gonna get something tattooed. I gotta ask my dad what that saying was. It was like, the silence is so loud because their disrespect is quiet or something. But silence is very, very, very powerful, and it's an important thing for your mental state. If you are by yourself, if you're with friends, if you're in a relationship, marriage, whatever, you guys have to be able to be okay in each other's presence while being silent without thinking there's anything wrong. Because that's another thing with your mental. You know what I'm saying? We get so caught up in overthinking, what if, and we're stressing our mind out. That's why we be getting these pimples and stuff. Like stress is a big part of your mental. And I know, I get it. I go through life. I'm going through life right now. You know what I'm saying? I go through stuff. I'm not where I want to be in life, but I'm here. I seen something the other day. I'm not gonna take credit for it. It said, you don't never wake up and be grateful that you don't have a headache, or you don't ever be grateful that, there's so many things to be grateful for. And even if you feel like you're going through the most, there's always someone that's going through more than you. There's always someone that doesn't have what you have, or would dream about having what you have. So, and this, again, I already know that I'm gonna come back to this video and watch it, because these videos are for me also. I'm not looking for the big crowds or whatever, but I just know there's someone, maybe it's me, that needs to hear this, and I'm speaking about it. And even for your mental, you can grab a camera and start recording like I'm doing. There's really levels to happiness within yourself without the outside things, and call me crazy or whatever, but I can. You put on freaking sad music, I'll be jamming to it and be happy because I like the rhythm. People be like, "Oh, you're sad." Like, no, bro, I'm happy. It's just, that's a conversation for another day. But what else can I talk about? Yeah, it wasn't even supposed to be it's only a little video. After I'm done editing, maybe like 13 minutes. But key takeaway that I want y'all to know or take away from this video is that I'm not going Michael Jackson, but or I'm still here. No Diddy, bro. I think Diddy's in that song, or he produced it.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Whatever, bro. Hey, yo, what am I talking about? Anyways, but you are not alone. Say this: you are not. No, I am not alone. Just repeat that to yourself, because even if you feel like everybody's done you wrong and nobody's in your corner, first of all, you can comment on my video and I'll listen. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you advice, respond to you. But at the end of the day, you have one person that will never leave your side, and he's always present, omnipresent, and that's God. A lot of people be like, he's not listening. I've had bad things happen in my life. He's not real, blah, 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 blah. And what y'all was saying out your mouth is low-key blasphemous, but everybody goes through something. And in moments of my life, I can't speak for everybody. We have some non-believers in here. You can belong before you believe. I love you too. Everything that I've gone through in my life, like whether it's losing someone that I loved very dearly, friendship, relationship didn't work out. I always catch myself blaming, or in the past, blaming outside things and but never just going to, well, now like from 19 to now, I would find a quiet place and I wouldn't have to say nada. Like, I wouldn't have to say nothing. I could just be chilling. I can either read my Bible, because I wasn't reading back then, like regular books. And even then, so not even the Bible, because I would start reading, God forgive me, but I would start reading, I'm like, bro, this is boring. But God always speaks to us at different times in our life. But finding that quiet place, finding your peace within yourself, that's really it. That's the key takeaway. I know they said it's men's mental health awareness, but this goes for everybody. There's someone's daughter out there that doesn't have her dad, or someone's son, that doesn't have his mom. And I just want y'all to start really watching how you speak to people, because you never know what they're going through. And also, these are the last words: appreciate what you have right now, because there was a time where you wish that you were where you're at now. And also, there's people out there that wish and dream and would die to have the life that you have. I got both my legs, both my arms, I can smell both my ears. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know someone that doesn't have an ear. No, I'm just kidding. But I do. But that's not the point. Like, real talk. Real talk. Nah, but like, for real. Really sit and think, dang, I could make something out of my life right now. Like, I'm in a position to really put my mark on the world. That's it for today, guys, and girls. I hope you'll have a wonderful day, night, if you're watching my video in a different country or different time zone. And yeah, catch y'all in the next video. Peace. Oh, I did tell you that I was gonna show y'all where I was at, but y'all can see. If you know where I'm at, don't be weird and try to come here, because I'm not gonna record another video here for a while, so you won't find me here. But yeah, don't be weird. I don't know what's weird, but I guess don't try to take my life. I don't know. I'm out.